In this video, I want to share a few strategies for creating in-demand checklist content. Checklists are great for in-demand content for growing your business or even selling directly. They're like mini blueprints with explanations and examples. And in this video, I want to share a few ways you can add more values to your checklists. So one of the things you can do is you can include tips along with the rest of your checklist content. So your checklist you want it to be easier, faster, and better for users to complete tasks. So that's really the focus of a checklist in many cases. So what you can do is you can add a few extra tips beneath each procedural step in your checklist if you're doing a procedure-based step list, which is like working through a process. For example, if you are doing a checklist on trimming your dog's nails, you could have the first one be prepare your dog, make sure the dog is relaxed, and then you could have a few tips below that for give your dog a treat to be relaxed or give him a pet, and just a little bit of explanation. Now, you don't want to have too much content below each particular step just because you don't want it to be cluttered, but having a few more sentences or so will help your checklist be more valuable. You can also include things about not only tips, but also details about the different steps and provide additional information with short explanations. So you could, for example, with the nail trimming with your dog, you could have a couple of different ways. You could maybe hold your dog still while you're trimming the nails so you can expand on how they can complete that step successfully. Another great way to add value to your checklist is to use visuals. These can be things like screenshots, diagrams, or charts, and they're very useful because people really are able to process visuals in many cases much quicker than reading. So if you couple that with short step-by-step steps, it makes it very easy for people to understand. So again, if you are putting together a checklist for trimming a dog's nails, you could have an image of the type of tool, nail trimmer to use in one step. On another one, you could show where you cut on the nail, things along those lines. So you can also use not only pictures, but things like diagrams and colors as well. And you can even use screenshots if you're doing a checklist that has to do with something along those lines where people really need to see images. This actually, in some cases, will expand your checklist into more of a tutorial and make it more of a how-to tutorial. For example, if you are showing how to do something online, then having some different shots and images of what you're doing as you go through can make it a lot easier. Let's say, for example, you were showing somebody how to organize their email folders automatically in Gmail, then using screenshots along with your step-by-step instructions is going to make it much easier. And keep in mind, you want to have a lot of white space and black text for easy readability. Again, we want to make sure it's not too cluttered. So if you'd like to learn more about creating checklists that sell, you'll want to check out my training. I talk about how you can put together high-value checklists and how you can actually use these for content marketing and also to grow your business.